A little early today. Yeah. Wanted to, there's some stuff to talk about here, family. Before the readings. Yeah. Not your typical tarot channel. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. There's a bell notification icon if you want to hit that to be alerted when I go live. When we go live, who's we? So, what I'll say is if you check back in later, the timestamps will be down at the bottom to show where the readings start. We'll just call this intro. But yeah, there's definitely some things to talk about. What up, Guy? Hey, Carrie. How's everybody doing? The family, they're showing up. So, many people were with me yesterday for that live broadcast. Thank you for being there with me. Just wanted to make a little bit more relatable some things that might be going on in your reality. There is a huge healing going on right now with the divine feminine, with the divine masculine, with the actual child, not the inner child. I mean, the inner child, we've all been working on that for years. Gaia, the planet that you're all standing on right now, is healing her womb. And the divine feminine is feeling this. So if it's been, if you're seeing this in the future, then maybe you didn't notice. But if you're seeing this now and you're wondering what's been going on in your body and why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, this might be why. Because your strong archetypal connection to the planet, to assisting in the planet's growth, assisting in everybody's growth. We're all working here together in this copy-paste functionality of, oh, brother, sister, maybe you don't need to go through that thing because I've already gone through it for you. And that is how this 100th monkey effect takes off and really manifests the reality. So anybody who's wondering why certain shifts haven't taken place faster, that is why. We're waiting for, depending on certain belief structures and certain realms of thinking and certain realms of living and being, it takes 100 people at least to manifest these timeline shifts, to manifest what's taking place here. If somebody could share this out onto Facebook or Instagram, my family watching live right now, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you for being here with me today. I'm just about to get into the Aries reading. I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on with the divine masculine on my end. A lot of being vulnerable, a lot of being open to certain things, a lot of speaking the truth when we normally wouldn't want to speak the truth. And the way that I'll explain that is the way I was explaining it to a friend earlier. So we'll make up mystery people. Okay, we'll say Jimmy and Susie. Okay, so Jimmy and Susie just started dating. Okay, we're gonna give a little example here. Jimmy and Susie just started dating, and it doesn't matter if it's Jimmy or Susie. We'll say Susie. Susie's ex-boyfriend, Steve, shows up at the front door. Unexpected, with flowers, whatever it is. "Oh, I want you back. I want you back." And, here's these flowers. And she's like, nah, I'm good. You got to go. So there's this nonverbal thing that would go on if we are not in integrity. There's this nonverbal thing that would take place where maybe Susie thinks it's easier to not tell Jimmy that Steve showed up at all. But Steve and Jimmy both know. So there's this whole thing about being in integrity and not, going through this whole like, oh, what if this becomes a fight? What if this becomes a debate? What if this becomes an argument? Jimmy already knows is what I'm getting at. So there are times where I'm noticing myself and I'm noticing others be presented with the opportunity to be in full integrity. And if we expect to have our reality in full integrity, and we expect, these powers that were, there is no they, okay? If you're looking for a they, if you're looking for a bad man or a bad force, I hate to break it to you, but you are that force because the one is in the all. So, I'm sure some people might not like the sound of that, but that's the case. So, this is that real. I'm that hot knife through butter. We got a job to do. We've got timeline shifts coming in, early to mid-September. So we got to get ready. And for us to be ready, you really need to look at yourself, look inwards, and ask yourself if you're ready. So Spirit's asking me to tell the truth. Spirit's been really asking me to dissolve the savior complex. So what is the difference between the savior and the savior and the protector? Because the name Alexander, that's my name if you're new here. The name Alexander means defender of man, and defender and protector sit here together. And maybe if you look up protector or defender in the thesaurus, and this comes right from the mouth of Kali, by the way. If you look up protector or defender in the thesaurus, maybe savior is there with it, but savior is a distortion. And savior has manipulative thought structures on the other side. And if you look back on your life, when you saved somebody, there's a chance that you're going to find, okay, he's right. There was something else there. So, the protector protects this planet. The protector protects the all. The protector does not protect for gain or for ego. So there's another little tidbit. What else is going on? Oh yeah, love. Love is not good. This is a love reading, right? That's what we're doing today. Love is not conditional, but also there's people still to this day, and I know because I'm guilty of this, looking at love as it's almost like a business agreement, or looking at what they can get from it, or looking at it like it's transactional. We can't do this stuff anymore. And this brings me back to the whole thing with Jimmy and Susie. It's kind of like, say one person, say it's him or her, it doesn't matter. One person just worked all day long. They get home, there's a sink full of dishes. Their lover, their partner isn't working right now. And they look at this sink, and maybe it's nonverbal. Maybe they don't even say it. Maybe they just raise their eyebrows and look at it. And their lover sees this, and their lover goes, ah, crap, I didn't do anything today. Let me do these dishes. And they boom, 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 and they're doing it. But there's a regret, and there's a resentment, and they think that they resent the person who made the face, when really they resent themselves. And this is what happens in love. This is what happens when a relationship starts off and, he says to her, hey, I want to go see this superhero movie. And she's like, I don't really want to do that, but I'll do it because I don't want to have the argument. And then, a couple months go by. And then it's like, oh, I want to go to this restaurant, honey. And then she's like, well, we had that 2 weeks ago. Can't we go somewhere new? And he's like, well, I really want it. And then it's like starts to look like it's becoming a fight. So she says yes. Or he says yes. It's not about the sexes with this, guys. And the resentment builds and it builds and it builds. And all of a sudden it becomes this thing like, hey, love, we used to be intimate a lot when this started off, but now it's happening, like once a week or once every 2 weeks or once a month. What's going on? What's going on here? And that's when things really get weird. Things really get weird when he or she or both feel guilted into actually coming together in this way. And things kind of spiral out of control, and resentment spirals out of control. And this is why relationships have the opportunity to become toxic. And it's that toxicity that is up to us to be in our integrity. It's up to us to be in our truth. It's up to us to not look at it like it's transactional. And, I did all this. I pay for the rent. I pay the utilities. I feed you. Can't you just, watch my dog or babysit my kid or do this thing for me? Yeah, they could, but shouldn't they just automatically be suggesting it? Hey, babe. Hey, love. I see how hard you're working. Is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything I can do to help? That's the way it should be. And that's what we really want. Not this whole projection and these thought structures that 99% of communication is 100% nonverbal. 60% of the time, it works every time. Okay? No, I was just quoting a movie for you guys. We got to lighten it up. We got to make it a little funny. It is me after all. But that's just what I'm getting at, guys. I'm just literally just exposing my heart to you all right now. Because the divine masculine, that's another thing. That's what's going on with the divine masculine is, the guys need to see this. They've been taught and told for years to get those emotions and push them down. And then, push them down. Oh, you're watching that movie. You're really sad. You want to cry, but don't cry. Don't cry. That's feminine. That's feminine. Don't do that. And that stuff can become pains in the body. That stuff can become cancers in time if left unchecked. Because there are two sides of the coin. And when these two sides of the coin come together, they cast a stream of energy, which is child. And you are all three, both man, woman, and child, regardless of who's watching this right now. So, yeah, I love you guys. Let's get into the Aries. What time are we at? What time am I at right now? 10:38. 10:38. Do I have a pen and paper? Yeah, I do. I do. Give me a second. I would have been more professional if I had this, but yeah, what I'm doing is I'm gonna write down the times, so it makes it easier for me to add you guys the time date stamps later on. So we're gonna write 11 minutes down, and here we go, Aries. Here we go. Maybe we'll do some questions at the end. I'll see how I'm feeling. What am I doing here today? What are we doing? This also is not the most professional. I probably should have known what type of card reading we're doing here. What are we doing? A 4x4. That's it. With one other. Okay, a 9-card reading. I've never done this before. Okay, that's why it took so long. Aries, here we go. We're doing a 4x4. What does that mean? We'll figure it out. Alrighty then. Jean, I saw Jeannie. Thank you everybody for being here. Aries, 4x4 plus 1. 5 people left. They were like, this is not professional enough for me. I need structure. They'll be back later. The Virgos, they're not Virgos. We gotta have fun, guys. You know, last time I was joking around, I was having fun with some of the signs, and you know, there was a lot of not a lot, but there was a good amount of like thumbs downs on the video. You know, it doesn't matter. If somebody laughs, and I'll tell you this from spirit, laughter is the fastest form of transmutation. Okay, so if I have the opportunity to transmute something for one person, and really no one's getting hurt, it's worth it. You know, that's what you know, got Robin Williams through portions of his depression, you know, if you look at it. And yeah, the tears of a clown. Smokey. Aries, 4x4. I need structure. I was expecting the 3x3. What is the extra card? I don't know. No, cut it. Here we go, Aries. Oh. Come on. It's in the past. It's in the past. Aries is like, no. Oh. Okay. Okay. No, it's good. It's good. I see you. Oh. Yeah, we love him. There's a card that represents Virgo sometimes. That rock of love, that immovable object. Bottom of the deck, cloud cover. Let me see what I have here. I don't know what's going on. What is this extra card? Is this the past? Okay. Alrighty. We've got a double card in the present. Alrighty. Let's get going. He knows what he's doing now. Okay. Here's this person in the past. Here's they. They're the worst. We're all. So yeah, this is some reflection of a past relationship. This is some reflection of you in a past timeline. Probably a past relationship because it's a love, right? So I'm going to read these two together. That's why I love the tarot. You can read these cards together. So first comes up the Chariot, moving forward with balance, moving forward with this light and this shadow, even though this is not good and this is not bad. They are one and the same. These are equal and opposing forces that are both necessary in this cogwheel functionality of reality, moving towards that ascension, moving towards that temperance, moving towards the best version that you can be, being that high angelic right here in the physical. So the Future card is showing standing still with the energy. So what needs to be done with this energy? What do we need to do to make sure in the physical that like we're on this path, we're on this journey? What is it that we're doing going forward, Aries? Okay? Because this is the past. We know we don't want that anymore. We're moving forward with this angelic power, with this angelic juice, if you shall say. But are we doing what needs to take place to have the best reflection of ourselves step forward? Because, this is a lot of the work, that your brothers do over here. This is why I just explained that all to you. If this timeline shift is coming, like Spirit is telling me, if this timeline shift is coming in this like September, time frame, even though time doesn't exist, am I ready? Like, are there things that I'm doing that I wish I wasn't doing? And how do I want my lover to appear, or how do I want my lover to be, should be the question that you ask. How do I want my lover to be? And then I am the reflection. I work on myself and I sparkle in that sense. So when they step forward, they're in the same place. Okay. So we got this guy or gal over here in the physical. Now we're moving over to the energetic. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, the tree of the Sephiroth. Basically this access to all things. This access to the belief structures of what is it? What is love to you? What is it that you want? We see the baby, we see the family, we see grandpa, we see the pets. Everybody's on a different page. And this is what I was talking about with this whole 100th monkey effect. We've got people that, they want to be in a one-on-one relationship and they want to get married. We've got people that want to, do the George Clooney / Elizabeth Taylor thing and go from relationship to relationship. And when it's done, and they move on and they never settle down. We've got polyamory. We've got people that just want to be single and just be cats or dog moms or dads. There's many different belief structures out there. So it's really just you tuning in on what is right for you, not tuning in on what you're seeing on the internet or what you're hearing. It's really your chance to manifest your timeline, because that's what we have right here at the end. Is it's really what's up to you. And that's what you're driving towards. That's what you're driving towards in your lover. So as your lover steps forward, you got to take ownership and responsibility of however they are, is how they're supposed to be, and they are a reflection of you. And we get right into her. We love her. Okay, now we get back into that healing of the earth goddess that's going on right now. Okay. So this is basically saying that this healing is going on in the present, and a lot of stuff is going to be situating in the way that you want it to be in love. And then in the future, we've got that truth shall set you free. We've got that queen, that divine feminine holding the sword of truth. And what was I talking about before I even dropped these cards? Integrity. This card represents integrity. This card represents being in our truth and, saying what we're really processing. Because it's like, I was saying that earlier, but it goes even deeper. Like it might even be your lover just like looking at you and they're like, what are you thinking about right now? Because they looked at your eyes and maybe you weren't loving yourself in that present moment. And maybe you were going through some aspect of fear. And you can say, what we used to say back in the day, and you can go, oh, nothing, just like this and that, just random thoughts. Or you can be real and you can tell them what you were actually thinking. Because, it's like, it comes down to this thing. It's like, are they going to get mad? Are they going to get mad? They're going to say, well, that's bull. This is this is that. And it's like, when it comes down to it, it was a fleeting thought. It's not like you sat there on the couch rocking for like a half hour or for 2 hours processing it. It was a quick fleeting thought. But for us to be fully in integrity, these lies can't be there anymore. They just can't be there anymore. I hate to break it to you, but we have to be honest and true, and you have to be willing to go through the conversations and go through the stuff to keep everything free and clear, to keep the person's heart open, to keep them feeling safe, so you feel safe, so everybody feels safe, so we can all move along. Yeah, Aries, I know what you want. You know what you want. Just wait for it, or create it right now in this present moment. So we get this message from other dimensional versions. We don't say higher selves anymore. No, not when you can pass by them like they're standing still. Okay, so we get the Two of Wands. I'm seeing timelines. I'm seeing changes. I'm seeing this is the old way. Look how it's fastened into the wall. Okay, it's actually like screwed and bolted into the wall. This is where we were, but this is behind us. We're looking forward. What is it that we want? Where do we see ourselves living? Are we manifesting everything that we want our lover to be in our reality? Is also geography a block? You know, sometimes we call somebody in, but there's distance, and some of us don't want that distance. Sometimes there's certain situations. So you really need to be very literal, very clear for what you want, and be the reflection yourself, and just know that whatever's taking place is all making you this immovable object. At the end of the day, Aries, this is a very, very powerful, awesome card to have right here. And I'm not sitting here telling you it's easy, but it can be. It can be. So we're at, we'll say 22. We're at 22. Who's next? We got Taurus. Taurus in the house. Okay. How was that, Aries? Did you like that? Feel free to stick around for your rising sign, your moon sign, and your Mars for more information. But I bid you adieu if you're leaving, Aries. Thank you for being here with me to this point. Oh, ooh, okay. Here we go. All right, Taurus, what do we got? Show me something good. Hey, Catherine's in the house. Taurus. Mathematical odds, anyone? Imagine if that happened 12 times. It's probably a dream. Am I dreaming right now? It seems like I'm awake. It seems like I'm awake, Taurus. You doing your reality checks? I know this isn't a Lucid Cupid show, but are you doing your reality checks? How are you going to realize when you're dreaming if you don't check while you're awake? I use the term very, very loosely. Okay. All right, what do we have? What do we have for Johnny? Oh, mama knows. Why am I on so early, Tasha? There was fire that wanted to come out, Tasha. So yes, I am very early. Here we go. The Devil card. Look at that. Again, starting off the reading again. Once again, past situations. This one I'm reading a little bit different. I'm not gonna go, it's like Spirit tells me, am I going straight across? Am I going up and down? So in the physical, we have the Devil card. In the energetic, we have this card that represents cheating, that represents hurt going on in the heart. That's the bad news. The good news is that's in the past, okay? So we're gonna read, I gotta read all 4 of these at once, huh? Okay, all right, all righty, okay. Reading 4 cards is 1, showing them how to do it. Okay, here's Mama. Here's Mama. Whether Mama's internal, whether Mama's you, Mama's making a decision. We see Mama weighing out these options, Taurus, okay? What are these options? Counseling the self and the phoenix rising from the ashes, the building coming down. So to me, this looks like somebody stepped forward that reminds you of a past person, and you're either freaked out because of that, or it looks like you're actually going through the motions of, is this relationship ending right now? So, this is what we like to do. This is why we do this. So, Taurus, I see you. I love you. I know there's a lot going on right now because it's right here on my table. So I put my cards on your table. Yeah, you're making a decision. You're making a decision multidimensionally. So my thing is, what is your cell structure telling you? Does this person remind you of an amplified person from the past? If it's a new person, if it's a relationship you're already in, you just really need to ask yourself if it can be saved. If it can be saved. This shows the potential for a counselor, but it's energetic. So, I would tune in on your dreams. I would really ask. I would tune in on this, and I would just make sure. I will tell you this, and this goes for all signs. If a relationship has become toxic, there probably is nothing you can do about it. And if somebody has some sort of answer for that, I would love to know myself. Looking at the future, let's go. It gets good, Taurus. I know, they were like, that's it, I'm out of here. Yellow skies. Yellow skies is good. There's that Chariot again that was in Aries, and there's the Strength card, one of my favorites. This combo of Virgo and Leo, and is in flow, and just look at her. She could be pounced by any minute by that lion, but she's in full control, and she's feeling safe. And then we have 2 more lions, okay? It's a lion's pride, family, okay? Sometimes we do this lone wolf thing, and you're not even a wolf. You're a lion, okay? Remember that. You're a winged lion. You're a winged lion with 6 wings, and you're shooting laser beams out of your eyeballs. What is he even talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Okay, anyways. Things are looking really good. Things are looking good in the future, Taurus. You just really need to make your proper decision, okay? You need to make your proper decision about what's taking place right now. And just know that if you choose to move forward, or it's already gotten too hot and heavy and you've already started this relationship and you're already seeing that things seem to be repeating themselves, then there is still something that needs to be learned. Okay? Bottom of the deck, once again, that's that cloud cover. Did you meet them on the computer? Is something else enticing you on the computer? But this does have to do with your magical ability. Just make sure you're not looking at the grass on the other side of the fence as it's greener. It's usually actually browner. Okay? All right. Wow, we're doing this? We're doing this, Taurus. We're doing this. Okay, so you really need to ask yourself if this is a new person that has stepped forward, if this is a new person that has stepped forward. Don't know what that one was. They just shut me down. Who's they? I'm back, everybody. I'm back. Yeah, that was a little too much, I guess. Here I am. Literally, I'm just talking and I'm looking at the screen and it just went, it was like, nah. At least I know how to fix it now. That's pretty cool. Good job, YouTube. Good job, YouTube. If that was Facebook, it just would have been over. Anyways, back into it here, family. Back into it, Taurus. Okay. Oh, wow. Hold on a second. I was just like spitting hot fire. Did I lose it? Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I got it. Maybe somebody didn't want to hear it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, too accurate, Angela. I know. All right. You need to really tune in on what belief structure. Were you in your body? Were you in your heart? Did you demand full access of your heart before this relationship was created? Because if you were in the state of fear, then the person is going to step forward in the state of fear. And I know that you want more than that. Spirit knows that you want more than that. So you really need to tune in on if this new relationship is stepping forward. Were you sparkling? Just like I just told Aries, were you sparkling? Were you glittering? Were you the best version of yourself? Because if we're happy, we met somebody happy in the past. If we were sad, we met somebody sad. You deserve the best. So you really need to ask yourself, were you the best version of you when you manifested this person? Or is there more work to do? Or should you take it slow? Should you even engage this at all? That answer is for up to you to decide. But what Spirit wants me to let you know is what mental state were you in when you created this person out of thin air, pretty much. And yeah, no, it's like when the person steps forward, do we have the ability to manifest things? No, because they already exist and they have their own free will. But when we're manifesting a new person to step forward, anything is possible. So whether you're in an old relationship that you're asking yourself if you still want to be in it, or if somebody has stepped forward, or somebody's about to step forward, just be really honest and true with yourself at this time, Taurus. And here's the deal. When it really comes down to it, we can always take it slow. But once we share temporal space with somebody, that's it. Okay? So it's like, just take it slow. I mean, that's all. It's pretty easy. Okay, moving on. Okay, what time are we at here? 33:30. Okay. 33:30. Who is this? Is this Gemini? Gemini. Front and center. Let's do this. Yeah, we're on fire. All right, let's go, Gemini. Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. That's the song that goes out to Gemini this morning. I kid. I'm totally kidding. He's not kidding. No, I'm kidding. You were just talking about being in integrity, and now we don't know. I was kind of kidding, all right? Good morrow. I've been saying morrow because morning is like where, we're crying. What are we crying? Good crying? Good crying. Have a good cry. Yeah, sometimes that's good. Oh, do unto others as you want done unto yourself. Okay, I see you. Is that it? One more. We'll do one more shuffle. What do we have, Gemini? What do we have? That was a good cut. If it was the devil card. Oh, man. That would have been ridiculous. I'm sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry that we're not sorry. So it was the first twice, and now it's the last. Yes. This is the card that popped. I said, do unto others as you want done unto yourself. Okay, Gemini. Pay attention. Pay attention, Gemini. There, obviously, Spirit is screaming. Okay, there we go. Bottom of the deck. Look what we have here. We got the kitties. Is he inner child? Are they physical children? Let's see. Let's go there live. All right. Am I going across? Am I going up and down? What are we doing here? Going across. Okay. All right. We're going to shoot right through the physical. So here we see in the past, we see the truth setting you free in the past. We see you having this realization, Gemini. Okay, so now these two cards will be read as one. You're on a journey. The worst of it is over. Heading towards victory. We like this. We like that. You're heading towards victory, aren't we all? And then I see you, whether it's working on yourself, working on your business, working on certain things, this card in the future of you continuing to work. Okay, let's look at the energetic. Okay, the truth set you free. You know, Spirit threw a wrench in the machinery, or you asked for a wrench to be thrown in the machinery in the form of a person, in the form of a lover, in the form of a job, or whatever it is. But, you know, this being a romance reading, it seems like when we call that person in to kind of make us, give us the opportunity to go through a dark night of the soul. So then we get to the journey. We see this powerful fire frequency, whether you're a guy, whether you're a gal. We see this King of Pentacles because this is in an energetic position. So we see the divine masculine. We see that inner child, okay? So we see this full enchilada here. We get the kids over here. Where's the queen? Where's the empress? Okay? All right, I don't see her right now. But we've got this whole man and child thing going on connected, heading towards victory. Okay, so we see this transmutation process taking place within you, Gemini, as you head towards victory. We see these two aspects because people look at the Gemini and they think it's twins. They think it's two twins, but in actuality, Gemini is four twins. Now, let's break this down for you really quick. There's the masculine builder. There's the masculine destroyer. There's the feminine seductress, and there's the feminine nurturer. Okay. So some of my Gemini family out there, not only are you, this fifth version, it's like kind of like spin the wheel, and the wheel spins, and it's like, where does the wheel end up that day? That's why sometimes you go to bed and you're feeling in a great mood, and you wake up and you're like, what is this? And this is why if you look at your life, there's certain zodiac signs, other signs that are more prevalent in your reality, and you're almost just like, where are these other like 2 or 3 signs? Like, why aren't I friends with any of these people? Why have I never dated this sign or had this sign around me? And that's because some signs, some people, they need more structure. They can't have that wheel spinning, so to speak. I love it. As a Leo, it's like, certain signs love it. Certain signs are like, whatever, that's them. To me, it's like, whenever anybody's in sort of anything less than love, I'm just like, make them laugh. I'm going to act like a clown until they laugh, which is my own thing, regardless. Moving on, we see these aspects. So we see these aspects of you being you, and then you also dealing with this as above, so below functionality of where are the stars, what is above, what is coming down, and what is affecting for me to be the way that I am being right now. Okay, this is an opportunity. It's always an opportunity. You can see somebody and you can read, okay, this is what your zodiac sign means. Like, it's like, okay, well, I'm sitting here talking to you guys 99% Leo. It doesn't mean, just because when I was a kid, I would be in the mirror and be like, yeah, and flexing in the mirror. Does that mean that never happens now? No. But it does mean that maybe certain things that we do or OCDs or pride or this thing or that thing or whatever it is, just because we're born with the opportunity to have that be more prevalent doesn't mean that needs to run us like a puppet our entire lives. So looking at it and paying attention to it, and this is why the masters, this is why the greats looked at what was going to be above, because they knew it would be coming down. And when it comes down, and this kind of goes for all signs, when it comes down, if you're prepared and you say, okay, well, last time I went through this and it was, Libra was here and this was there and that was there, this is how I felt. It makes it a lot less real, doesn't it? When we have time to prepare for it, okay? So you're heading towards victory. You're heading towards victory. You're probably wondering why we see this in the future energetically. Okay. That's a good question. Give him a second to tune in. Sorry. Oof. Really? Okay. Okay. Whatever. All right, here we go. That's like the bad boy or the bad girl, okay? Part of you, whether it's subconscious, whether it's one of these four aspects or all four of these aspects and the fifth, part of you still wants the bad boy or the bad girl, okay? And this is what's actually being worked on. I was like, oh, is this physical work? Is this you? I see you working on this in the future. You know, I'll agree with you. This is pretty damn sexy. You know, you get that, oh, I get this, ooh, oh, it's all dark, it's mysterious. Are they gonna hurt me? It might be fun, I don't know. Is that what you want? Okay, Gemini, that's the question. Is that what you want? Most of this, I see it in the past, and this one, I'm seeing this being worked on in the future. So whether somebody, you know, shows up at some point, whether it's now or whether it's next month or whether it's in a week, if somebody shows up and there's that bad boy or that bad girl thing, is that what you want? And if that's what you want, then beautiful. You know what you want. Just make sure that you're not like being like, why is this happening to me? Because there's one aspect that is basically saying they think this is sexy pretty much. So you really just, you have the opportunity, and maybe this isn't for every single Gemini watching, but it looks like you have the opportunity, because we're looking at the present, we're looking at the future, and guess what? The future is right now, right there. Like just like 1 second from now is the future. So if I can just deliver this message to you, and you can go through this belief structure and really ask yourself what you want, really ask yourself, who do you want to be, you know, the parent to your child, if that's what you're looking for, if that's what you're manifesting. All right, let's just, okay. Looking at the message from other dimensional versions, and this was a popper, so when we have a popper and then the popper comes up in the reading, especially in such an influential position, this is multiplied it drastically. It's not twice, it's like 100 times. So spirit, your other dimensional versions, your subconscious mind, whatever your vernacular is, the original creator of your soul, source, the universe, whatever. We see the only card in the entire tarot that shows a choice. So what choice is it that you want? It says, do unto others as you want done unto yourself. And this is exactly what I was talking about yesterday is, I think change on this planet and change to certain sources and change to certain things that have been taking place, whether it's to the actual children, whether it's to the actual way that things were done. If we, and this message goes for everybody, if we are in this place where we're constantly going through these shifts and changes and bettering ourselves and going through the gauntlet, so to speak, to become the better versions of ourselves, then why shouldn't this be instilled on our reality? There's this one aspect and way of thinking of free will. And okay, well, they have the free will to do whatever they want, but it's like do unto others as we want done unto ourselves. So, you know, where do we really stand here with this? Okay, where do we really stand? It's like, oh, I'm doing this unto myself. It's like I'm going through the work. I'm going up on the mountain. I'm going to meditate. I'm going through these shifts. I'm traveling where I'm supposed to go. We're clearing battlefields. Like I see you guys out there. I see you, what you're doing. And, you know, when do we just get that ball rolling of this is what's happening on my entire planet? Okay. And maybe we don't start the ball immediately and say, this is what's happening right now, but we just prepare for that timeline. We manifest that timeline of this is what is happening in my reality. And it's kind of like, you know, crap or get off the toilet, so to speak. So, So yeah, back on track for Gemini. Yeah, he just kind of went on a tangent. It was a good tangent, okay? All right. What is it that you really want? Do unto others as you want done unto yourself. And just look at whatever's taken place in your reality as you created it. Whatever's happening today was yesterday's thoughts, was yesterday's manifestations. So like I was saying earlier during the Taurus spread, and what Spirit's been telling me to do when I feel myself leaving my body, because I had to, I actually said this yesterday. I want to say it again. I want to apologize to everybody formally. I spent years sitting on top of my field, and I would actually like brag about this in readings and old coffee talks or whatever. It's like I would sit on top of my field and not be grounded. But it's like I owe it to myself. I owe it to, whatever, my lover. I owe it to all of everybody and just reality as a whole to be in my vessel. So I'm having this like get in the body, get in the body, get in the body. And then I'm like, why aren't I in the body? And I know you guys are empaths, a lot of you. And maybe you even heard me say this and you were like, oh, Alexander does it. Maybe it's fine to just go sit up on top of the sphere. I changed my mind. It's not okay. It's not an integrity. It's not honorable. It's not honorable to your lover. It's not honorable to yourself. Do I still go up there? Do I need to go up there in my day-to-day? Yes, but should I be up there 99.9% of the time? I think not. So yeah, we just lost about 8 people. They probably didn't want to hear that. I love when I bring up certain subjects. It just goes like from like 50 down. I love you guys. All I can do is spit that hot fire. All I can do is spit that truth. And I'm just letting you know about my process, and I'm letting you know about what's taking place. But yeah, I know. I see you. I feel you. I know how it is, empaths. Sometimes it feels easier in this life, in this reality, to not be as attached to the vessel because we're feeling everything. And sometimes it sucks, plain and simple. Pardon my French on that one. Why do the French get lumped into all the swear words? I'm not going to say that anymore. Sorry, France. Anyways, yeah, just do unto others as you want done unto yourself. You reap what you sow. You know how it is. Moving on. That was a long one. We're I'm 3 signs in. Okay. All right. Who's next? Is it Cancer? It's Cancer. All right. 48, 44. Almost 9 o'clock. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go, Cancer. I want a good one. Cancer. There was a little bit of shenanigans going on a couple months ago. So I'm manifesting a good one for you. Help me out here, guys. Oh, the Chariot. Ooh. And the Death card. Ooh. We did it. We avoided the Devil card. I think Cancer dealt enough with that in the past, right? I like this. That's Sword of Truth at the bottom of the deck. All right. Let's go. So let's look at the past. Ooh. Okay. Not really. Seriously? What is this? They're not making this easy today. Okay. All right. Whatever those recent challenges that you went through, Cancer, there were certain belief structures that were before them that manifested for them to come to be, that manifested for them to come to fruition. So you need to ask yourself if that's what you want in this time frame, in this here and now. We see the energetic journey. We see this card, the Three of Cups, that comes up. Normally, this is a very happy celebration card, but sometimes this card can represent, I'll use the term open relationships. Okay? Is that really what you want? Okay? So you're going to really ask yourself if this is what you want, and you really got to ask yourself what is going on emotionally, because emotionally having connections to others can sometimes be just as strong for your lover that is laying right next to you, or is in the next room, or is in another state, and they feel it. Okay? So you really need to be vigilant about what the belief structure was, and just know that whoever manifested after that belief structure came to be, there was some sort of learning experience of, do you really want this? So when I look to the present moment now, and this is all connected, okay? So in the physical, we actually see an energetic awakening. We see the friendship card. So we see you one-on-one here with this friend, with this staff of Caduceus, with this cherubim that I was just saying, the lion with wings. This card that says, you heal me, I heal you. Lots of angel wings right there in the present moment. And then once again, we get to this guy or gal, that King of Cups, that immovable object of love. The ocean waters cannot move this rock. This rock is immovable. But we also get to this aspect, which is drama. We get to this person that loves drama. Okay, so really ask yourself what you're doing. Ask yourself with what you're watching. You know, sometimes I see certain people watching these shows, like, not to put a show on blast, but what is it? Like, I don't know, whether it's a soap opera or like The Bachelor or this thing or that thing. Sometimes we get involved in like thinking drama might be fun, or it's exciting, or it keeps life a certain way. And this awakening card is showing you that, that is not the case, and that's not what you really want. But sometimes we watch things, and when we watch things, we pick up certain belief structures, and when we pick up these certain belief structures, then we get into this certain grass being greener on the other side, or something like that, or think, oh, what am I missing? Oh, I wish I had that. I wish they were like this. I wish this was like that. What I'm seeing is what you're going through right now in the physical, Cancer. This is very, very good stuff, because look at the future. Ooh. The card of love. Look at how smiley he or she is this time. This is one of those cards that actually transforms. Look how big the smile is today. And the tree of the Sephiroth energetically. So good stuff. You know what you want. You're transmuting a lot. You're spending that time. So I see that a lot is transmuting, Cancer, whether you're in a relationship or you're looking for one. If you're in one, then so be it. I hope it's going very, very great. And it's really just about focusing on your mental thought structures and what you're manifesting, what you're thinking, what you're watching, what you're doing on the day-to-day. But if you're actually manifesting a relationship right now, it's so close to being the perfect reflection. And it can be the perfect reflection right now. It's just a belief structure that needs to be in alignment. But I see that either way, one way or another, this is happening. And I see this in the future of you getting into the true alignment of what you really want. Remember what was at the bottom of the deck. The truth shall set you free. So allow the truth to set you free. Take full responsibility, regardless of whatever sign you are. Take full responsibility for whatever manifested in your reality as I manifested this to become better, to become stronger, to reach my life purpose. Because when we get to the message from other dimensional versions, it says once again that the worst of the journey is over. I love this reading, Cancer. I saw. I'm the guy who drops the cards. And sometimes I'm just like, so anyways, when I get right here, the worst of the journey is over. Look, they're across the river. The moon's left over here. The moon looks kind of sad and just like, really, bro? Is that what you're going to do? Anyways, I threw that one. Good stuff. Good stuff, Cancer. The worst is over. Good times are coming. Be the loving version. Be the sparkling, epic, awesome version. And just really ask yourself, is there anything else that you want to work on? Is there anything else that you're running? Is there anything that you're watching that maybe you shouldn't be watching? You're doing that maybe you shouldn't be doing, and you know it. And as you do it, or afterwards, after you do it, you feel regret or you feel resentment. Yeah, that is all. Moving on to Leo. 5630. Oh, just when you thought it was a terrible reading, it became much better. There's that guy again. He's showing up a lot today. The Rock of Love, the immovable object, is the cloud cover for these 9 cards. Okay. I go, what is this? They're like, read it. Okay, well, duh. All right. No, I wasn't done, you. Carry on. All right, carrying on. Those are going up and down. Go straight across. All right, we're going straight across. All right, here we go. All right, we see this in the past. We see this fiery goddess, whether this is us or whether this is another person, Leo. We see this Queen of Pentacles. So we see this, this is a very, very powerful person that comes into our life to shift it for the positive. And sometimes it doesn't seem that way. So if you're a female Leo watching this, this still could be manifesting in the form of a man, or maybe you were doing this, or a partner, regardless. However whatever your choice is right now, whatever you're doing out there, love you. Anyways, we see the Queen of Pentacles, and this is basically showing people that came in the past that shifted our reality for the better, and then people that we in turn did that for them. We look at the present moment, and I see work. I see work being done. I see us working, and what are we working on? We're working on the wheel, okay? So this is the wheel of karma. This is the wheel of dharma. So when I see what's underneath this card, I see that this is basically showing that we are stacking this good energy. We are doing what needs to be done to get to the next step. But that's when I get to this last card, and I'm like, why is this last card here? Okay, keep going. Keep going. Okay. What is this? Are we having fun yet? This is always just slightly easier when it's a different zodiac sign than Leo. Okay. We really need to ask ourselves who we're allowing to hook into us right now, or who we're about to allow to hook into us into the future. Okay. This card represents hooks. It's like kind of like if you told me to tell you my least favorite card out of the tarot, there it is, out of 78. And then, you know, it's like, it's one of those cards that's like, well, if I see it, I'd rather see it in the present or the past, not the future. But, you know, this is why we do these timeline readings. We do these timeline readings so we can avoid things, we can manifest things, we can get things on our radar so they don't necessarily need to happen. We can process them ahead of time. So it's basically spirit showing us, you know, people come in to teach us something. And this goes for all signs and all zodiac signs. People come in to teach us something, we teach them. It's like, you teach me, I teach you. And this is almost like connected to the Cancer reading we just did, because that was the you heal me, I heal you with the Two of Cups. So I see this, you teach me, I teach you, what we're working on and what we're processing, and processing the belief structures, and going through the learning things, and going through the what do we really want. Because when I get to the energetic, it does clean up, okay? It does clean up. That's just a really weird card to have in the physical, because it represents betrayal, and it represents getting stabbed in the back, not physically, but by words, by decisions, by people doing things. So maybe it's possible that there are certain fears that still need to be dissolved, and we might be potentially creating this in the future. So let's just be very vigilant about what we're thinking and what we're doing. So the energetic card that goes with this guy or gal, even though it's appearing as a gal, but it's because of the feminine, like, you know, the shift, the nurturing shift that takes place in relationships. And then we see this as above, so below card. We see the Magician. We see the masculine that, you know, these cards look like this. This is a pair right now, for me at least, with the yellow skies. We see the masculine counterpart in here in the energetic having all the elements on the table. So we had all the elements on the table. This is something that was created in the past. We get to both present cards. We see, you know, the cups spilled over. You know, it's like focusing on the negative when something very, very positive happened, and way more positive than we could ever even imagine. Something very, very positive has taken place. So, like, you know, just kind of like let that settle into your reality. And then we look into the future and we see this marriage card, plain and simple. Is this actually a marriage? Maybe. This could be a marriage of the masculine and the feminine. This reading starts off with the masculine and the feminine. Like I told you, there's been all this stuff going on with the child, the masculine, the feminine, the archetype, the consorts, everything that's taken place. So when we get to the final card in conclusion in the energetics, we see this marriage card, we see this completion card. So this has just got to be done, and this just needs to be dissolved. And it's like, you know, it's like this whole thing. And you know, that's what I've been processing personally. Just like, you know, give you a little more added information from, you know, from the mouth of the lion, from the Leo. You can't be scared of getting hurt, and that goes for all signs. If you're scared of getting hurt, then you're going to get hurt. So you have to just be open to it and just say, hey, if I'm getting hurt again, there's obviously something that's still healing. There's obviously still something that's transmuting. There's obviously still something that needs to be done. But other dimensional versions, you know, the original creator of your soul. I love the position of this card. It's saying to get the ultimate lover, to get the man or woman that you're waiting for. This work needs to be done. This work needed to be done. And you need to trust in whatever has taken place in the past. And once again, like I always say, you need to take ownership and responsibility that you manifested this to better yourself. And things worked out the way exactly they're supposed to work out, so the miracles can take place, so the ultimate can come in. Because we've got this immovable object of love, and we've got this epic, awesome message from these other dimensional versions. So I'll say this, Leo. Pay attention, but trust. This is very much so. The rest of May is about trust and faith. There we go. Bow to your sensei. What time are we at? 1:05. 1:05. Okay. All right, Virgo. Let's go. course, Marique. Thanks for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for hitting that like button, too. I see you guys. I appreciate it. It helps the channel. It gets more people to see the video. And when more people see the video, it has the opportunity to help more people. And when we help more people, yeah, you know, the whole transition happens faster, doesn't it? So I appreciate everybody that shares it out and likes and subscribes and does all the things. I love you guys. Ooh, huh? Oh, ah. Madison! What up, girl? Like a Virgo. Why is he in every reading? Ooh. Saved by the bell. Okay. High ground. Okay. What do we got, Virgo? All righty. Good. Okay. All right. Up and down. We're on it. Okay. This is in the past. The worst of the journey has been over. Okay. And then we see the energetic card. Once again, this immovable object, this rock of love. Dana, we are on Virgo. So we see the worst of the journey being over in the past, Virgo. Good stuff. This rock of love, that is you, whether you're a guy, whether you're a gal, regardless of what body you're in. This is showing you going through certain things that made you this immovable object. We then get to these two cards that are connected. Okay. We're not on Cancer. We're on Virgo. Sonia. Okay. Anyways. We go right here. All right. So we see something manifesting during the new moon or the full moon that has to do with love. There we go. Oh, he's happy. Okay. I wanted to make sure. All right. We see these two cards connected of what's taking place during the moon cycles, what's being manifested. And when we look at the energetic, we see we're moving forward towards a transformation. The death card is not actually about a physical death because this is an energetic death. So this is about old versions of the self shedding away. This is about things shifting because of the loving vibration, because of this immovable object of love that you have become, Virgo, and you are becoming to get stronger and less movable as time goes by. So this is showing what's taking place in this present moment. So when we look forward to the future, we see a physical offering. And then we see the Five of Pentacles. This card has multiple meanings. Sometimes it can represent money worries or money issues, but my attention was luckily on the window. And when my attention's on the window, it says to look through the spiritual window. So when I see this offering, it's literally, this is, your other dimensional versions, your higher selves, God, the original creator of your soul, source, universe, whatever your vernacular is for that terminology. This is spirit offering you to look through the window, okay? Because we're looking through the window and, spoiler alert, you have the high ground. That's a good thing, okay? So you have the high ground, whatever's taking place right now. But it shows spirit making this offering for you to look through the spiritual window in the future. So to me, what I see is, this whole journey is over. Not over, but the worst of it is over. So I think that like many of the Virgo signs just watching this right now or watching this in the future sometime in May, you just really needed to hear this, that whatever took place before and whatever the challenge was before, it's done. Like, that's done. Let's close that door and be prepared for the miracles. Be prepared for that new. You have the high ground. You've got through the stuff. It had to happen to make you get on this path to go through this transformation, to move forward towards this ego death, or this, this transformation, plain and simple, to be this vibration of love in the present, so you can meet that reflection. Okay. So whether you're in a relationship or you're looking to be in a relationship, this is very, very positive sign, because this shows you doing the work. And as you do the work, this is either going to shed away the old, or it's going to have your partner have to step up and also push the gas to get caught up to where you are, or else things just aren't going to be on an even playing field. So good stuff. Message from other dimensional versions. Trust. Okay. If you're having this feeling that the past might repeat itself, or what if this isn't done, or this or that, then you're precisely right. But, Spirit wants you to know, your other dimensional versions want you to know that this card shows the potential for all things. Very, very good, very, very bad, better than you could ever expect. So really pay attention to where your thoughts are. And this is work that I'm not sitting here once again saying it's easy. I've been working on controlling my mind since like 2013. Before that, it was like, sometimes I say these mean things. I don't want to say them anymore. And I'm not saying that I never say anything mean anymore. I'm just saying that it was easier for me to control my physical mouth from saying things, and the mind is a how do I say this without casting an improper spell? The mind is something that I've been working on more and more every day. And every day I'm gaining better control over my mind and spending less time in thought structures that I know I do not belong in. That's the best I can do on that spell for right now. I'm sure, no, that's not the best. I can do better. I could write it out and do it properly. But you see what I'm doing? It's about casting a spell that moves a direction that only moves one direction. And this is what I was actually bringing up the other day. It's like, some of us are so empathic and we're so energetically connected. We can actually like feel something about to happen. Like we can feel the truck about to spit that rock up towards our window. We can feel an animal about to jump in front of our car as we're driving. And we can feel this stuff. So, when that stuff is happening, because like part of me, like that was a whole section of my journey, was like, did I manifest this, or was it intuition? First of all, were you thinking it in your mind, or were you feeling it in your body, is the answer right there. But what I will say is this: when I cast the spell to basically, like, I can feel that there's going to be an animal going in front of my car, and maybe I'm overthinking it, but I can feel it. I don't say, oh, Spirit, make sure I don't hit an animal, make sure this or that, because then there could be still some swerving. There's a spell I cast, and it's angels, nature elementals, and fairies, please keep all animals on the sides of the road as I'm passing by them. Something like that. And the spell comes out perfectly when I'm actually casting it. You see how I said, okay, I'm passing by and they're safely on the sides of the road. Because the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because sometimes we're casting a spell and it's about love and it's about healing and it's about money or whatever it is. And there's something that's a defining factor in the sentence that doesn't fit, and the sentence is broken and your words are spells. So I want to make sure that we're all doing the best that we can to keep casting a more accurate spell. Is that it? Are we done, Virgo? This is 1 hour 15. My God. All right. That is a good one. But you can cast that spell with anything. Like you can find the version of that spell for the healing that's going on in your body or in your life or in your mind. You can cast that spell for abundance and love and whatever. But you just, like I was saying, you want to make sure that the spell only moves forward and up, or a combination of the two. You're casting the most eloquently spoken 5th dimensional, 7th dimensional, 9th dimensional 13th dimensional spell that you possibly can in this present moment, and we just continue to strive to cast a more accurate spell, which manifests our reality faster and faster and faster. Libra, let's go. Okay. I see you, Catherine. Sorry. Certificate dead. Libra, I'm going to be honest with you. That's the first time I ever saw that. I don't know if any of you could see that on the camera, but as I was doing the bridge, a little, like, I don't know, it looked like a fruit fly just like flew into the bridge and just got crushed by the cards. One time my buddy, this is a true story, he opened his wallet to get money out and a moth flew into his wallet. And I was like, that's got to be good. Like, you know, like the old cartoons where they'd open the wallet and there would be no money inside and the moths would fly out. So you had a moth go into your wallet. I think some unexpected money's coming. Oh, no. Okay. Good. Very, very good. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Where you going, Ross? Down. Okay. All right. All right. Celebrating in the past. I hope you're still celebrating now, Libra. Okay. From looking through the spiritual, you guys did some serious work. You went through some serious transformations, and then we saw it. That's why there's been so many epic, awesome, incredibly positive readings going on for your sign. Thank you, Libra. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the scales, and thank you for being, balancing this reality through your existence. Moving on to the present moment. Okay. Oh, wait, no, these have to be read all together. Okay. So we see this card that represents either martial arts or actual fighting, debating with this masculine frequency. Okay, so debating with the masculine frequency, but then we see energetically the light warrior, the light worker, and the counselor, and the guru. Okay, so this is like, holy crap, this is powerful. Okay, so we see these conversations and these, quote unquote, arguments or debates, but this being energetically incredibly supported by spirit. And I don't know if you guys saw the beginning of the video, but this is totally bringing me back to what I was saying before. And it's like almost like this whole like integrity thing of, whether this fight is happening verbally or whatnot, or we're actually initiating. It's not really about the initiation, but it's like, when I was saying earlier, just to like fill you in case if you fast forward to this point, I'm personally being really asked, even though I'm not a Libra, I'm personally being asked to be very truthful with friends and family members. And what is my process? What am I thinking when they ask me what I'm thinking? What's really going on? Really being truthful to what's happening, even if it's a nonverbal thing that I could maybe just not say it, avoid the conversation and not have to deal with it. Spirit is telling you to become the most powerful version. This is why these situations are happening during this month. This is why you're having these conversations, because it's all about staying in integrity, and it's all about the choice with your inner child, because we have this in the energetic. So could this be some Libras out there deciding if they want to actually have physical children? Yes, it could be. But for me, this is actually really representing very strongly that showing yourself. It's almost like you got to go and take your driver's ed so you can go get your test, so you can say, yes, I can be trusted with a vehicle to a certain extent. Here's my license. So this is like basically like a license. You're seeing, all right, through the decisions that you're making, what's taking place here, Libra. Can your inner child remain in the vessel through these conversations, through these quote unquote arguments? You know, it's like we work on ourselves and we get to this epic, awesome place, and we've all had it happen. I know I've had it happen. I'm in just such a high vibe state. I just did a workout or an epic meditation or whatever, and somebody's like, rah! They're like so upset that we're in such a happy place, we're in such a good place, and they're going through their challenges, and this stuff happens. This is spirit telling you, like, you've worked so hard, you're doing so awesome. Look at you energetically, like, wow, like it's like you're the counselor and you are the light warrior. So moving forward, the counselor and the light warrior, keeping that inner child in the suit. This is some powerful, powerful stuff here. But it is a decision. It is a choice. So pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your pain. You're speaking the truth to yourself and to others. And also just, you know, choose your words, not carefully, but just know, you know, if you say the wrong thing, I mean, we all do sometimes. If you say the wrong thing, so be it. You know, it's just something that took place. But it's like where you're asking for these challenges to show yourself your growth. So just, you know, are we being loving, but are we being in integrity is really the main gist here. And whatever's going on, whatever's taking place here, Libra, is you showing yourself how much you've grown. And that you can be happy before and after these quote unquote situations that maybe used to stick with you a little bit longer. Message from other dimensional versions. Okay, we see the Knight of Pentacles. So once again, this is showing us standing still with a download. You know, we have a download where it's like, what are we going to do with it? We have spiritual energy, but what are we going to do with it? This is a time of work. We're getting a lot of work done here on the planet. There's a lot shifting for the planet, and the planet herself is going through drastic healing right now, as I was talking about in the beginning. If you want more information on that, go back to the intro. If you fast forwarded to here for Libra, I see the happiness. Maybe it doesn't feel like that every single moment, but everything that's taking place right now is showing you, are you ready for the next download? Are you ready for the next thing? This is what Spirit is asking of you, is to pass the test. And this is what you're asking of yourself, is to pass the test and to show yourself that you're responsible with more and more and more and more until this life purpose is completed. I know this is supposed to be a love reading, but this just shows how much work you're doing, Libra. And here's the good news. You want the love reading portion of this? Holy crap, like when you do all this, the version of you, the reflection of you that steps forward will have done all the same work. So good stuff. Very, very good stuff. 1:24:22. Okay, all right. Here we go. Scorpio. Me too. Valley. I hope so too. doesn't look good. Choice. It's not bad. It's not bad, actually. It's not as bad as it looks. When you're looking at the table. Okay. All right. Oh, never mind. We're going straight to cross. All right. Look through the spiritual window, Scorpio. We get look through the spiritual window. These two are connected, okay? So we've got anything being possible, but the truth setting you free, you holding the truth, you being in full integrity. So it says, look through the spiritual window, anything being possible, you holding the truth. I don't like this in the future. I'll be honest with you. This card usually represents cheating. This usually represents heartache. It's a weird card. The good news is Leo got a weird card too. I don't know. That's not really good news. What I'll say is this. This is still positive. This is you working on your intuition. This is you paying attention. So I would just really, Scorpio, I'd really move slow right now. I would see what is going on. If you're in a current relationship, pay attention, listen to your gut. If you feel like something's weird or something gets weird by the end of the month, or you feel like, what's going on? Does somebody new start at work? Or like, what's he or she doing on their phone? Your intuition's probably right. It's not fun to give these messages sometimes, guys. This is one of those readings. I'm still grateful to be here, and somebody has to say this stuff. Let's look at the energetic. It does get better. Okay, it goes to do unto others as you want done unto yourself. We just lost like 10 people. 10 people just left. They're all Scorpios. No, do unto others as you want done unto yourself, and then these two shall be read together. It's showing a timeline shift, but you having the download. So you choosing the appropriate timeline. Where? On this journey. So we see the journey. It's a journey of love, okay? So if something new is starting, really pay attention, really take it slow, really see, what it comes down to. Because it's like some of these relationships, it's like, it starts off and it's like, oh, let's go here together. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. And then you're like, yeah, that sounds great. And then all of a sudden something comes up and you're like, oh, I can't go. And it's like instantaneously, they're going with another person. They're with another person. They're I would take a look at certain codependent behaviors. I would take a look at, would I rather have somebody broken next to me because I feel broken myself than to be alone? There's a lot of work that's required for us to do as a humanity. And I'm not saying this just directly to Scorpio. I'm saying this to all signs. I'm saying this because this is the work that Alexander's doing internally and externally, and just doing everything that needs to be done to be the best version of myself so I can get under the best possible timeline with this huge timeline convergence that's taking place very shortly. So really just look at what's taking place, and maybe just maybe you asked for this, okay? Either way, this shows you moving forward in balance. This shows you moving forward in the highest integrity. This shows you moving forward with that light ship, that light vehicle, that Merkaba, how it's supposed to be activated. And it's sometimes through, at least in my own reality, it was through heartache that I found my most powerful version. It was through heartache that made me go, I'm going to go to the beach. And I was like, all right, what do I do now? And I was like, okay, luckily I had a background in karate and I did visualization practices. And I was sitting there visualizing myself, saying, let me visualize myself as my proud, happy version that I used to be. And it was through attempting to become this weak sauce version of myself that I used to be. I'm like noticing that my third eye's open, and I'm like, what's happening? And I'm having visions and things are happening. And I owe it to that heartache to get me to that point, to get on this travel, to get on this journey, to be here with you guys today, to be even giving you this message. So really ask yourself what it is that you want, because when it comes down to it, we've got both swords of truth. Here's the lawyer, the bottom of the deck. We've got these scales being balanced. We've got this equal and opposing force of the High Priestess. The High Priestess being number 2, this card being 11. 1 + 1 is 2. In numerology, we have this person that sees beyond the veil and is seeking balance. So I see you balancing, Scorpio. Let's do it sooner rather than later. Let's get the work done. Let's get on the energetic operating table and really be honest and truthful with ourselves of what's taking place and what we're doing and what we're manifesting. And am I the best version of myself right now? So the best version of myself reflection steps forward. There's a lot of that going around today, huh? Dance. We're gonna do the Scorpio dance. We're gonna dance it off, Scorpio. We got it. We got it. We got it. You got it. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, Scorpio. It's all good. It's all good. When it comes down to it, we ask for it. And there's a quail. What does a quail mean? Scorpio, go look up quail. What does a quail represent? Because it's just sitting there staring through the window. How you doing? All right. Okay. All right, Sag. Let's do it. Sag, you're taking over right now. I can already feel it. Sagittarius. Oh, that doesn't happen often. Okay. All right. All right. Maybe be a little more flexible with something, Sag. That doesn't happen like that often. That was a weird bridge. Well, there's that at the bottom again. Happiness. We like the Sun card. All right. I'm going straight across. Okay, here we go. All right, Sag. We see these children in the past. This is physical. So are these physical children? Is this the wanting of physical children? Is this the attainment of that inner child? We see the friendship card, the first present card. We see this you heal me, I heal you going on with multidimensionality. That is some very powerful stuff. Okay, so Sag, I don't know what's going on this month or right now, but this looks like you and a friend are going through some sort of crazy powerful healing. Or there's something that you're doing for the planet, or you're something that you're doing for the masculine, the feminine, the children. I see you, Sag. Damn. All right, I like that. Okay, looking forward at the future because you're building a better planet. I like this. Y'all, Sag, I said you were on fire. That was an understatement. This is really good. Even if it's very difficult right now, or the healing or whatever you're doing, or it seems like it's not possible, it is very, very possible, and I see you. Good stuff. All right, let's go through the energetic now. And we look at the past, We see the Five of Pentacles. So whether this is actually representing money worries or you having to look through the spiritual window, I feel a little bit more of the spiritual window, because when I get to the present moment, ooh, there she is. We love her. We get the High Priestess, but we get to the High Priestess with this burning fire in her chest at night. Like almost like maybe this healing is taking place, but this healing is going slower because you haven't actually started it with this sister or brother or whoever this person is, or you haven't reached out to the person. It's like I said, sometimes in spirituality, especially in the past, we were running this lone wolf thing. It's not about the lone wolf anymore. It's about the pride of lions. It's not even a wolf pack. It's a pride of lions. Okay. So getting to the most powerful version of yourself and being that most powerful version of your multidimensional self that's healing all around you. There's something that's either waking you up or having you up, or something that you're processing at night where it's like, I want this to be done. I want to get this done. This has to be done for the completion for this marriage, because now we're getting to a card that can be a love card, but also can be the marriage of the masculine and the feminine. I love this. This literally shows that choosing the best appropriate timeline for you and for all, and this marriage card. Very, very good stuff, Sag. So it looks like you're healing and or transmuting something very major, whether it's for you or whether it's for the all, or whether it's for a certain aspect of the all, or whether it's for the planet. This is very, very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Message for the dimensional versions. Nobody told you it was going to be easy. Nobody told you it was going to be easy. It doesn't have to be easy. It doesn't have to be easy, but it can be easy. It can be. That's the thing. Just because it hasn't been easy doesn't mean that it's not easy when you work with a friend, when you work with another. Maybe you were doing something alone that it's possible to do alone, but maybe that's something that takes a week or a month or a year to do alone. And maybe it takes 5 minutes to 5 days to do this with a friend. So who is that healer? I'm a firm believer in regularly scheduled maintenance. I mean, just yesterday I went to the chiropractor. I feel the slightest thing off in my body, I don't deal with it. I'm like, yo, bro, bang it out. Twist me, crack it up. So maybe that's a massage therapist for you. Maybe that's acupuncture for you. Maybe that's, something. But I believe in regularly scheduled maintenance, whether it's a Reiki session or a soul retrieval, whatever. I get this all myself. It's not like I'm only facilitating these sessions. I also get them myself. So just really, who's the friend, Sag? That's the real question here. I see you becoming the best version of yourself and having this, whether it's supposed to be a marriage or whatever it is, whatever the heck you're working on. Your brother's here to validate you are working on something very major. It might seem like it was, it's a childhood trauma. It's this, it's that, it's this thing, it's that thing. It's bigger than whatever it looks like. I can tell you that. But this is preparing you for the way better than you could ever write down on a piece of paper. Way better. Way better. Appreciation for aspects of the self that you didn't even know that you could be appreciated for. Ooh, I like the way that sounded. Not bad, me. Not bad, me, he says. 140, 33. Why does it keep saying 33 when I look at it? Oh, wait, no. I guess it was 30 a bunch of times. All right. Anyways. Yeah, we're good there. Capricorn, let's go. What sign are we on? We are just starting Capricorn. There's a little bar at the bottom. If you're jumping around, you can see if you can go to present or... that was live, Carl. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, somebody just wrote Capricorn, so, somebody's live with me. I like this reading, Capricorn. Inner child happy. Okay. Inner child likey. Tommy likey. Tommy want wingy. Oh, that was a weird cut. Okay. I knew it. Okay, good stuff. All right. You got any Capricorns here? Are they at work? Are you at work? Take a break. Working my second job. Working my second job. I'll see it later. All right, bottom of the deck. Having conversations that maybe we don't want to have, but we need to have them to be in integrity. Okay. Let's look at past. Okay. Capricorn rising. It's like already a similar message to the other one. Okay. Okay. All right. Wait, am I doing this right? Am I going across? No, I'm good. Up and down. Okay. Okay. Up and down. Okay. Crystal Shaman needs a job. Everybody holds space for Crystal Shaman to get a job better than she could ever expect. You got laid off. Did you lay yourself off, though? Did you lay yourself off? Did you like your job? Okay, anyways, moving on. Choosing the appropriate timeline by treating others how we want to be treated, Capricorn. Okay, and this is what was taking place in the past. So this shows that a timeline was selected depending on how you were treating others in this present moment, which is now a past moment. Spirit is now offering you in the physical, these were in this order, offering you right now, moving forward in balance. This offering from God, original creator of your soul, source, universe, your higher selves, other dimensional versions. They're making you an offer to move forward in balance. And that, people say shadow work. It sounds so scary. They say night side. They say this, that. It's the void, okay? There's nothing dark about it. It's the absence of light. It's the prima materia. It's the black Madonna. There is nothing negative going on here. The light cannot exist without the shadow. Okay? So when these two functionalities work one and the same, you'll see that every single version of yourself had a specific functionality, and they were very necessary in the cogwheel functionality of your reality. Put that in your pipe later on. Anyways. Don't put it in your pipe. Anyways, moving forward in balance. Thank you, Capricorn. Okay, this shows you having this download, you having this information, you having this thought structure in the future. It gets really good to what the thought structure is. Let's look at the next line of cards, okay? Looking at the past, doing unto others as you want done unto yourself. Oh, wait a minute, I was supposed to read these up and down. I was already supposed to do that up and down. It's like you keep switching. Let me go back. All right, so we're at these two. The offering and moving forward. The offering and moving forward, and then this huge download that happens by moving forward in balance. and this decision to be made right now in the present moment. You're getting this offering, Capricorn. You're getting this offering to move forward, but part of the mind or part of these old versions of yourself are wondering what to do, are wondering what's right, what's the right thing to do. Okay, so then when we get to the finish here, it's like, here's the belief structure, here's the thought structure, but look at the power. There's way more power, there's way more information, there's way more spiritual energy than you could ever imagine. This is the most powerful person in the entire tarot. Okay, this is the feminine aspect and the counterpart to the magician. Okay, the masculine, the front of the deck. Okay, this card's been leading me for years of my life, partly because Connie told me to pay attention where it came up, but now I'm telling you to pay attention where it comes up. This is saying that you have the option, you have the opportunity to accept a way, way, way bigger download by moving forward in balance. And I'm not sitting here saying that you haven't been moving forward in balance. I'm just saying that maybe more balance can be achieved because we're seeing this work, because the overlay is these arguments or these conversations or these debates. This card that represents karate and debates. It's almost like the card of like doing the limbo, so to speak, and being open to something. It's like you chose these timelines in the past. Now you're being presented with true power, Capricorn. So what are you going to do? Let's see what the other dimensional versions think you should do. Meditate. That's your message. Moving on. Just kidding. Seriously, this card represents spending alone time. This is when Odin went up in the mountains and spent like 9 days alone until he reached enlightenment. So whether you are being called to just meditate in the privacy of your own home or going out into nature or getting in your car and going somewhere, Spirit is reminding you to meditate and to call this download in. It's coming in one way or the other. You might as well make it a little bit more gentle, because this whole card of saying, oh, I don't know, do I go left, do I go right? You trust and you have faith, and you know that you're out of the entire zodiac, you are the hardest working. Now I know firsthand, both of my grandfathers were Capricorns, born 2 days apart. Figure that one out. But I had the ability to see them growing up and seeing how hard they worked and seeing their ethics, but also how work could sometimes be a distraction. So let's focus now on yourself and knowing that work, love, all the things get much, much better when this download here is received. I see it coming in either way. Like, it's like you see this card like it's a choice, but I'll tell you that it's not a choice. It's happening. It's been something that you've been deciding and something that you've been wanting and going back and forth with for a while. So I hope that helps. What do we have for time? 1:50. 1:50. The goddamn Loch Ness Monster. Okay. 1:50. All right, Aquarius. We're almost there. I can go break my fast soon. If you guys want more readings like this, I do the weeklies on Instagram. It's normally today at 1:11, but it will be tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for hitting that like button and that subscribe button. I love you guys. Come on, Aquarius, let's go. Dr. Jenna, do I have a regular time on YouTube? Yeah, normally I do this around 3 to 4 o'clock. There was a lot of fire. There's a lot of information. There's a lot that's been healing, Jenna. And yeah, I was like, I'm going to do this now while I'm still fasting because I had the opportunity to. So yeah, there usually is a time, but you know, comes down to that whole like a wizard's never late. He arrives precisely when he's meant to. Okay. Focus. There we go. Oh, Aquarius might be winning right now. This is really good. Okay. All right, there's that again. There's that marriage card, but it's at the bottom of the deck. Could be an energetic marriage, the marriage of the masculine and the feminine within yourself. Could also be a, you know, I mean, these are love readings after all, aren't they? Straight across. Okay. All right. Straight across. Okay. The strength card in the past. So you've had your strength. You are very, very strong, Aquarius. That's what this is saying. Now we read these two together. Ooh, oh, Maron, look at this. All right, we have got you heading towards victory with your crazy magic wand. This is powerful. This is showing that this wand with the wreath as you're heading towards victory is the Ace of Wands. Woo! Okay, you're strong. What does this all lead to? The Emperor, the most powerful masculine frequency in the entire deck. Aquarius, I don't know what you've been doing, but you know, sign me up for whatever that is. I like that. That's good. That's good. This is awesome. Very good stuff. You've been strong. You're heading towards victory, better victory than you could ever imagine. There's definitely something that's going on or taking place or something you're doing for the divine masculine or for, you know, dad in general, dad, grandpa frequency. It's very, very powerful. And just like also harmony is coming through as well because my attention is on the golden apple, and the golden apple can represent discord and or harmony because of past archetypal connections. So in the past, we see this difficulty deciding whether to go left or go right. Luckily, that's in the past. This cup has completely overflown, and you know the cup has overflown, and you know, like once again, this card that comes up that it represents hard work. It doesn't have to be easy, but it can be easy. Once again, it's the belief structure. It's our belief structure that makes it difficult or makes it easy. It's what makes it take a second, a minute, a year, or 10 years. So your cup is flowing over. You're going through this massive release to get to this Emperor card, to get to this Emperor frequency, to have and attain the finer things in life. So this is very good. This shows you having the finer things in life in the future, even though you already have them now. So when I look at this, it says you're heading towards victory. So, you know, some of you need to hear that. Some of you out there, I feel you you're like, what is he talking about? It doesn't seem that good. It is better than you could ever expect when you realize it is. It's all about your focus. You're focusing on getting and attaining the best possible timeline. You've done the work. This shows that you've done the work. You were open to doing the work, and more work has happened than you realize. So it's time to go through this release and release this thought structure of how difficult it needs to be. Okay? So just focus. Focus on what's to come, and what's to come is way more power than you could ever imagine. This shows the energetic house on the hill, the person that has the finer things in life. And this is literally like just like showing the Emperor and this like powerful feminine frequency melding together as one in physical and energetic, having the house on the hill. So it's like whatever you could ever expect better through this marriage of the masculine and the feminine. And, you know, looking at it from a love perspective, you know, whatever you wanted, this also does look very positive for love. I would just say, you know, it's as soon as this release is done, that'll happen when it's supposed to happen. And if you're in a existing relationship already, it just looks like it's good times right now. This looks like good times to me. Message from other dimensional versions. Do unto others as you want done unto yourself. This card comes up so often it gets weird, to be honest with you. Do unto others as you want done unto yourself. So what are you thinking about? What are you doing? Especially what is coming out of your mouth and what decisions are you making? And knowing that whatever decisions you're making, even though this might seem like another person, it's you. Because the one is in the all. That's one thing all the dogmas, all the religions know. I am that I am. So let's go, Pisces. We're almost there. Get some coffee. Pisces. Oh. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for those of you who just joined, being on this journey with me, and those of you that have been here for years. The same two cards in the same two positions as Aquarius. That's some crazy math there. Wow. Good stuff, Pisces. Okay, there's definitely some balancing stuff going on because we got the Justice card down at the bottom. But yeah, good stuff. All right. We see the Celebration card in the past. Okay, yeah. All right. I was making sure. Am I supposed to go straight across or up and down? Excuse me. Pay no attention to the man behind the cards. He's not burping back there. I don't know what you're talking about. Look what you did, Pisces. Who taught you how to do this? Give him a pat on the back, maybe a hug and a high five. Celebrating moving forward in balance in the past. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we're going to read all these four together. All right. Having the finer things in life and releasing the finer things in life at the same time. Detachment from earthly possessions. For true activation and flourishing of the crown chakra, sometimes we need to release certain things, especially when they want to be released. We have to let go of certain things when they need to be let go of. And we see this card that's a completion and hard work. So there is there's some sort of crown or higher crown going on. And, you know, that's one of the scenes, awesome show, Avatar, The Last Airbender. You know, I'm not going to say, hey, go watch this entire Nickelodeon cartoon. But there is a scene I'm sure you can find on YouTube where he's talking to the guru, he's talking to the master, and he like goes right through the heart. He's activating all the chakras, and then he gets to the crown, and that's where he started to struggle because he's like, you want me to release that what I love? Like, you want me to? This is showing this completion to the work, this completion to this difficult work by you releasing something. And I'm not saying that you have to get rid of something physical. I would just pay attention to what's happening in this present moment, what's happening for the rest of the month of May, because there's like some huge transformation going on. And like you guys are lit. I see this. Like I love these cards in the past. I love these cards in the present. But it's once again, it's coming up to this whole message of maybe it doesn't need to be as difficult a work as you think it does. Or maybe at the same time, maybe it wasn't supposed to be easy. But either way, you did it. It's completing. It's completed. It's completed the second it's released. Okay? So, looking forward at the future. Isn't this the $1 million question right here? Okay? We look at the future. We see this magical mastery. We see this powerful wizard. Whether you're a guy, whether you're a gal, we see this King of Wands, this card, and then we see this energetic card of what am I supposed to do? That burning fire at night, it's still there. That's called your life purpose. That's what pulls on us. That's what directs us. That is what is very, very necessary. So all this completion, all this stuff that's taken place, everything that you've been going through, and you got to this epic point of celebration and power and driving forward, there's more to come. There's always more to come. If there isn't more to come, we would have already left this planet and you wouldn't be watching this video right now. So what is that fire? This is showing that you've completed something, and this thing that you've completed might be also something new that's beginning. And with this new thing that's beginning, there's more to come. There's a fire that's still burning. What is it? What is the thing I'm supposed to do? Alexander, what do I do? What's the thing I'm doing? What is it? Tell me. What's my life purpose? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to be honest and true. I tuned in on this. I'm going to tell you what your life purpose is. Your life purpose is to figure out what your life purpose is. Sorry about that. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. Okay, moving on. Message from your other dimensional versions. Look at you. Oh, man. Sign me up for some. What are you guys doing? The Pisces, Aquarius, that end of the chart, you guys are taking over. No, I was like, I think it was Aquarius. I was like, Aquarius, you're winning. I don't know. This is a good one. This is a good one. So I see you. You freaking awesome light warrior charging into battle, getting it all done. There's more. There's always more. Okay. And I love to see this. I love that this is the message from the other dimensional versions. I love that this is the last card I'm tuning in on today is this Knight of Wands. This is the Paladin. You know, this warrior doesn't charge into battle with a sword or an axe. They have a magic wand. So thank you for being here. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for getting it all done. And I see you, Pisces. You're also doing some serious stuff. So I guess we saved the real, like, oh my God, you're getting it done for the end of the chart. Not that we're not all doing it together. But yeah, good stuff. Keep my eye on you guys. Staying close. Pisces, let me just hop on those coattails for a second. I don't know what you're doing, but it looks really good. I kid. I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me. You want to book your own one-on-one session, you go to galactictarot.com. You want one of these beautiful, lovely, yummy, epic energy jewelries that have been keeping a roof over my head for the past 10 years or so. 10 years of Crystal Current. How about that? crystalcurrent.com. I love you guys. There's so much more to come. There's so much more to do. Galactic Tarot, the same spelling on Instagram tomorrow if you want the weekly reading. Big shout out and so much love to all the patrons that make me doing my job, make me being here with you, and make me have more time to create more content and do the work that I do. Thank you to all the patrons from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to all of you from the bottom, the top, and all sides of my heart throughout all time and space. I love you guys so much. I think I'm going to go eat some solid food now. Fast over. Thank you so much. I love you all so much. Thank you for being on this journey. Let's get it done.